Greetings and welcome back to our CK3 Legacy of Valyria series, where last time we started, colonizing more and more of Valyria here itself. We have now actually finished Valyria. We are still just kind of banking on all this stuff here. I think, yeah, once this Tyria gets to 3, then we'll be able to do all that. I think we were deciding which one we should go for next. I think I want to go for Valyria once our settlement limit goes down. And other than that, we were just kind of building tall, Spending cash, rehabilitating. It's going to take 25 years for everything to be rehabilitated. But then in 25 years, Valyria will be our capital. I'll change our capital back to, well, not back to, but to Valyria. Got a console command it to do that, but since you can only change it once per lifetime, and we are King and Calagan Oz-Onagar, basically immortal. We are a dragon slayer. We did slay a wyvern. Not a wyvern, a worm. Actually, we slayed 2. One with the help of our, with Valyrian, and then the other with ourselves. And I was actually taking a look. Valyrian is huge. Right? His dragon size is like nearly double the size of, I think, the next highest, which is like 280 or something. He does not have a nickname yet. So what I really want to do is actually see if we can give him a nickname. Appoint Tartarix. Appoint a new head. Yep. Just so we make sure, because eventually we should hopefully give him a nickname. If not, I'll console command a nickname for him. I just need to find a good one. But we're rehabilitating. Aquas Deon, Ruklonos, Nolos, and then also Valdridis Grozier. Oh. And Tuquinemio. So what is that? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is this part of Valyria, or is this part of... Alright, this is part of Valyria. 6. So 6 more in the Valyrian island in itself. And then we have Valyria, which only has a couple, right? 2 high lordships. Which it looks like it's 4 counties. So yeah, we'll start with Valyria, and then we'll give Valyria out to one of our children to be the king of, and then we'll also give Valkyria out to be the king of the Summer Islands. Actually, I kind of wanted to go, I think, yeah. Begin expedition. Trusted courtier. Osmodius. One second, no. I've changed my mind. I want to get you married, Osmodius, first before I send you off, because then you can have the Summerlands. Lady Maleficent Draven of Goddess. No. Heir. Yep, heir to the Petty Kingdom. Rainey's. Let me just see if I can find a good... I mean... Alright, let's see here. Which one are you? You're Shenron. Which would be the heirs. And then you have Crate, Nidhogg, Porunga, and a Charlton. So Nidhogg would be a potential wife there. Dressane, which is Hydra's daughter. Court Mage, Profligate, Magic Titan. Then Ladon, who doesn't have a guardian, so I shall be the guardian. Fortisax doesn't have a guardian, I shall be his guardian. Alright, let me just see if I can find someone good. Alright, you know what? We'll make a betrothal here with Dragonair, who is Kilgara's granddaughter. Or Drasene? I was thinking, who's Nithog? She's Shenron's daughter. Who's the second in line there? Yeah, we'll do Dragonair. Yeah, well, to make you we'll make you a lord over there. And then with that, then we go to Israelis, colonize it. Trusted courtier. Osmodius Tomlinson. Splendid. You should go over that way. And then once I was taking a look at my Targaryen children, you know, and I think I'm gonna have Gyarados, because I think he's the best out of that bunch. Falcor, Gyarados, yeah, diligent, calm, ambitious, and just. Ambitious, yeah, but I think I'm gonna give him these ruins over here, and that'll be the Valyrian Targaryen lands, you know. Who is? I know I have like one more, right? Aerodactyl. The Seraphim, yeah. Alright, other than that, everything is all good. And I gotta go through and make my family blood mages, so let me just do this. Yeah. Alright. I think all of our children have been made into blood mages. Oh, nope. They can do a blood mage. I never made Hydra a blood mage? Wow. I must have just been really making into a Crimson Warrior. Lamthank. I think I also have to give Lamthank a wife. Crimson Warrior. Neathring doesn't have a guardian. Neathring can be educated by Shenron. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Make them a blood mage. Alright, I'm just gonna go through all this because we have a lot of family members. Alright. Well, I made everyone a blood mage. Unfortunately, I cannot make anyone an apprentice. Yep, no localization, so it must have been because of, you know, that we're so kind of outdated and everything just kind of became bored, like, just like how we don't have any, legends that we can do technically, or can't change our, crown authority. We can change our laws, primogeniture, ultimogeniture, house seniority, but yeah. I can console command changing our crown authority, but at the moment it's not needed, so we'll be good. In the meantime, with all of our cash, let's just wait. Yep, you're en route. So you can go over to Israelis. Let the realm know. Tyranitar can keep ambitious, sure. And Dracenei can become our friend and become gregarious. Diligent or temperate? Ooh. Yeah, let's make you gregarious. What do we have you training in? Learning? Yeah, that's fine. Study language. Study the common tongue. Let's take a look at our wards here. Sepakli. No. Who was it? First off, Gyarados. Yeah, alright. Dagon, there you go. You're the one I'm kind of interested in a bit. Yeah. Let's see if we can give you authoritative. This is my duty after all, and I'll just commission, work off some stress. No need. There we go. We lose 60, and then we can just ride Valyrian. Freedom of the open sky, 60. There we go. Now with that, I think we'll be good to for now. In the meantime, am I building anything? Yeah, all of these are gonna have like probably special buildings. But I can only hold one more, so we'll hold off on that until at least this stuff has been built up a bit. In the meantime, though, I can build this. The building construction time. Ugh, ruins of the gate. The Great Valyrian Gate. The Great. Oh. Interesting. Walls and towers. We're already constructing in this barony? What are we constructing? Oh, we're upgrading our castle holding. That's it. Okay. Not the county capital, so we can't have that, huh? Can we build a trade port here? I'm just curious. I don't see trade port. But we could build a trade port in Sartagan. Why is that? Because it is right there on the coast. That makes sense. Alright. Well, in the meantime. Oh, Lady Visenya of Pointside, the Fearless, has died. Her dragon, the Black Beast, Alduin. Yeah, see, Alduin there, 259 with his dragon size compared to Valyrian's 445. I know we kind of gave Valyrian the Destined here. The first year for the dragon size really helped out, huh? And the Tyrannic Leviathan. Yeah, overall, Valyrian is pretty busted, I'll say that. Alright, what is it supposed to be built in Dravathor? Alright, in the meantime, we'll build the ports over here. And this isn't going to be done in 23 months, so we'll see what what happens with that. Oh, we're in the middle of a war, aren't we? Did we declare this war? I think we might have declared this war. Oh yeah, we're just kind of keeping it going for the Conqueror trait. Although, once it gets low, we'll take it. Ooh, converting faith. Bum. Alright, now convert faith. Covenant. Yeah, we're gonna change that. Convince de jure, promote cultural acceptance, collect taxes, yeah, increase development. And wow, Skingeterus, you got a lot of kids there. Who's your heir? Elena, huh? Alright. Daemon, Aegon, Alysanne, Valar, Rhaenys, Haegon, Meleys, Aema. Oh, one died, Balon. And Balon. Huh. Well, alright then. Now that you're going nice and strong. Oh, Kilgara hatched a black dragon. Star Hunter. Nice. Betrothed can marry. Oh, Miramel and Asligur. Send proposal. We made a friend with Gyarados. He's about to come of age, and then we'll send him off to the ruins of Velos. Alright. Oh, and just like everyone else, his marriage can wait for a time because he's refusing marriage. Man, if we had a Kingsguard, I think all of our family members would be members of the Kingsguard. Oh, we also did cast a spell on Valyrian last episode off screen to increase his size. So there is that. He's going to be the giantest of dragons. Fertility, vital consumption. Yeah, extra fertility on Valyrian. Maybe he'll mate with someone and have a dragon, or maybe he'll hatch a dragon because they're dragons, so they can do that. But man, things have just been happening. Still in 20 months, our courtiers to start colonizing everything in this area. So all of Valyria shall be being colonized now. My good daughter Jaehaera. Bahamut. Oh, okay, so this one is our grandson, so, Alright, let me find, dragons. And you know what? Since you are the son of Bahamut, let's type in, D&D dragons here. Man, I just wish I had a list of the D&D dragons. Alright, gold dragons. There's gotta be a list of them. There we go. Polaran Dusk. There we go. Polaran Dusk. Banner raises. Banner raises. Banner raises. Rises, you know what I mean. I think. Yeah, that's all of actual Valyria itself. Which, I'll take all of this and rule all of Valyria myself with our 16 domain holding. Once it's all done. So, you guys can rule it until they're all cities, and then I'll take it from there. But until then, how is Tyria coming? Almost. Gyarados has come of age. And Osenix is a girl. Alright. But yeah, Gyarados has come of age, so I kind of He is still refusing marriage, so I think we'll hold off on that. Because I kind of want to get him married. But he turned out pretty good. Yeah. Before I send him off to go to Velos there. Alright, just sending... Not sending, but just creating Kingdom of Valyria. Alright, it is... Proclaim a new age. We need to completely control the Empire of Valyria. How close are we? We need to own 23 and we have 11. Alright. So how close are we with Tyria here? Just about done. And also, in 6 months. Alright, in 6 months that should be fine. Oh, Mirmel gave birth to a son. Interesting. Make them a blood mage. And I shall educate you myself. You're part of the Shruakin dynasty, the Fair Blood, huh? Does Shruakin have a dragon? He does. Sennisox. Alright, your name shall be... one sec. List of dragons. Alright. You know what? We haven't done one of this, so you shall be... Nah. Apophis. There we go. Apophis. We shall educate you ourselves. Alright. This is almost done. 11 days. 5 days. 3 days. 1 day. Alright, Valyrian treasures. The earth yielded a treasure beyond measure. The survey team has cracked a tomb or perhaps a forgotten subterranean vault, untouched since the doom upon Valyria. The breakthrough came deep beneath the deepest layer of solidified ash, a perfectly sealed chamber. Its entrance masked by a collapsed ceiling of fused dragon stone. Inside, the world of old Valyria remained frozen. Great chests of gold and silver coins, uncorrupted by time. But the true significance of the find lies deeper. Beyond the main treasury hall, the survey team found evidence of a separate, highly secured inner sanctum. This smaller, tightly sealed chamber was clearly designed to house items of extreme rarity. Your archaeologists are now working carefully. The gold is secured, the vault is open, now you await the final report. They have been... Ooh. A new dawn for Dervos, so we've gotten a silver seafoam dragon egg and a bastard sword, eh? I'm gonna be wielding blood drop. Generations will tell this day. The long night of the doom is a new dawn, and it begins over in Dervos. You stand upon the highest point of the newly rehabilitated region and look out across the new walls and the first stable roads. This is the first true city of life to rise in the heart of Valyria since it was shattered by the doom. The cost was high, the setbacks crushing, but the result is a triumph that defies history. The ring of the smith's hammer, the cries of local traders, the murmur of stable conversation, all these are the new sounds that drown out the whispers of the dead. Meisters in the citadel to the sorcerers of Ashai will tell of this day. Yet as you look out towards the steaming and chaotic wilderness beyond your borders, you feel a profound sense of isolation. You have won a battle, but the war for Valyria, the struggle to reclaim every ruined inch, has only just begun. The legacy of Valyria now rests upon the shoulders of the living. A new beacon of life shines, a land reborn. Across the known world, from the shores of Westeros to the spice markets of Karth, from the towers of the Citadel to the temples of Yt, a single staggering truth is being whispered, shouted, and written down. Valyria lives again. After the destruction brought by the doom, the impossible has been achieved. The region of Dervos has been reclaimed, stabilized, and secured by the unwavering will of King Calagon and the workers who dared the doom. The air here, once poisoned, is now breathed by the living. The soil, once cursed, now answers to the plow. The land of Dervos, once poisoned and haunted by the ghosts of the smothered freehold, now stands as proof of the ultimate potential of restoration. King Calgon has challenged the very curse that consumed the greatest empire in history, and has won the first vital victory. Let all cities and kingdoms know that terror remains, the perils are still vast, and the smoking shadow of the doom still encompasses the continent. But a light has been lit that no ash can extinguish. The road back to Valyria is no longer barred by total desolate silence. The old world is shaking, and the age of the long, slow return has begun. Well, there we go. And now that we also have just grabbed a dragon egg, who do I want to give it to? You know what? Fortisax? No. Where's Apophis? He was just born. Apophis. Give dragon egg. Slate dragon egg. Slate. Thought it was seafoam. I guess not. That's fine. Also, I guess I'll give, here, Shuriken. Gift artifact. There we go. Silver Valyrian Steel Bastard Sword. And with that, our first set is done. Now we just... And Nessarian has passed on. He was killed by a scorpion bolt, huh? Valyrian sibling. Shame. Well, there we go. Once these are all done, then we'll start focusing on all this other stuff. And I have sent someone over here to this ruin. Alright. Castaria. It's almost there. We just need to wait for Tyria to be finished. Speaking of which, what all of our settlements here. We gotta upgrade that. That's been upgraded. This Tyria is almost done. Gotta upgrade that one. Valyrios. We need Macoliosians. No idea how to actually pronounce that correctly. I guess I could actually build Ruvegon now. We'll save just in case it's better as a city, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. We'll build that. And speaking of culture, what are we focusing on? Banking, 21 months, and then in mangonels. Okay, so we have reached this area, and then we'll start focusing on stuff like that, huh? 89 years left for anti-dragon warfare. Alright, everything else we've known in the past ones besides the anti-dragon warfare were. Scootage, windmills, urbanization. Ooh, yeah, the development growth will be good. Small caravanserai. Kind of want to focus on that as well. We'll just take a... You know what? Where we even decide. Unlocks all late medieval fortifications. Professional lances. Domain limit. Vassal limit. Cranes. That would be nice. Noblesse oblige. Rightful ownership. Promissory notes also would be good. Alright. Well, in 21 months, we'll decide what we're going to do next. Oh! Skatha has taken to the skies. He has claimed Bacalon. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Something's been refunded? Yeah, I'm doing all this. I don't know. I was just doing all of the stuff that showed me. I don't know why it says we have to rehabilitate Dervos again. I'm confused on that. Maybe it's because it's not... Huh. Alright, well, either way, we'll figure it out. And I'm just going to end this war here. To the library. Miranese court politics. They're just having a look. Miramel and Aslagor. Your name shall be Arwe. And then a Fate of Velenas, 1 second. Arwe. Send proposal, make them a blood mage. Yep, it would be spared. Dress and I can keep fickle. Enforce demands. This is part of Draconis. So I give you that. We'll gain stress because we're ambitious, and giving out titles is bad, but it's fine. Now that the war is over. Oh, Dracothian. Train more in that, I guess. We can become a Dragon Rider house. Nice. Alright, 1 sec. Before I do that, investigate the magics of Valyria. It costs 3,000. Find secrets. There we go. Maybe we can potentially find the alchemy one, and then I can actually just use that instead. But let me lower my stress real quick. Alright, just had to ride Valyrian and then work out. But we can become a Dragon Rider house. To the skies. Is there an event for it, or? No? I'll investigate myself. Altaria wishes to get married. Alright, we'll invite... We can have Kada. Purunga. Or Crate. We'll invite... We'll invite Purunga. I guess we'll see how it goes. It's a fine beginning. Nice. Alright, with that said, we can now find more magical stuff. So, I'm gonna do that. Wait, no. 1 sec. I am over my settlement limit. I must have inherited something and didn't even realize. Ah, I inherited this one. Oh, Tyria no longer. I can feudalize. Should I make Tyria into a castle or a city? If it's a city, we won't be able to hold it, but it's not like we have any cities right now anyway, so I'm not sure which one we should do. So you guys let me know on what we should do with that one. Construction guilds. Dravathor. Okay, so we did... Actually, speaking of which... There, I'll just give that away. And then you... Go over here, because I think I want to keep that one. Yeah, we'll keep that one. But let me know which one in Tyria we should make. It's only three things, so making it into a city wouldn't be that bad. The city of Tyria. 8 months left for Ruvagon. But... Oh, it actually told me straight up. Shadow magic. Ooh. Alright, whatever. We'll just start traveling and just learn all this stuff. It's not going to take long. Find a scroll. Oh. Magon. And Ray. You know what? Magon, you are Tarask. And Ray. I don't have any of that, but Sarkani. Which I'm probably mispronouncing, but you know. Then we educate you ourselves. Alright. And then once we're... I won't even look at whatever, Yep. Come, what does the matter? Maybe it'll be better. No, worse than the feud. That's fine. Take this contract. Aaron pays. Accepted gift. Yeah. Knowledge of water magic, huh? Elena Targaryen died. Claims of spoken. Aenys Targaryen died. Let me just learn this magic stuff here. Shadow magic, yep. Star Hunter is a girl. At least we know that. Inspiration realized. Charting the human body. I'm impressed. Take contract. Pity. Eureka. And then there was one more over in Dragonstone. And then I'll take a look at what ones we found. Alright, we're back in. Any of these interesting dreams of progress? Guess we can learn that one. Mystery of Resurrection. Guess we'll learn that. And Flaming Edge. Is that all We did not learn anything with the alchemy, which is unfortunate. Resurrection. Creates a character clone. We can create a clone. Interesting. Dreams of progress. Ooh, affects the development. Inhabitant of a county and inspire progress and development. Lordship of... Which one is this? Zaldris? That was up here. There we go. Bring about the Golden Age. Oh, monthly change. We lay with Vathia Renea. She's trying to seduce us. Adultery is a sin. Supposedly you can be chaste. Interesting. Alright, that'll actually be useful for the rest of the stuff here. But... oh, wait, no. Because of development growth, that's where we put, okay, yeah, no, it had nothing to do with the magic. It's because that's where we have melees. Alright. Well, with that said... we got now our Dragon Lord, so we should probably start posting some, stuff here. No whips, just words. Master of the skies, closer to gods. Or maybe we should start going down another route. Should we, potentially see if we can get the legendary watchtower or what? Let me know what dynasty legacy we should go for. Obviously, Dragon Lords is probably the one we've been waiting for, so there is that. But... oh, colonization blockers. Yep, we gotta get rid of all that. Holding this under siege. What do you mean holding this under siege? What the in a peasant revolt? How do you oh yeah, fireworms have a chance of emerging. We gotta get rid of that as soon as we can. Kilovedar, 442. Luckily, Valyrian is so bigger. But yeah, we are going to have to make sure we get rid of that in 6 months, and then we'll get rid of that one as well. Get rid of that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think we should do with Tyria. Make that a castle, make that a city. And then I'll start focusing on Castaria here. And then I can give out Valyria to one of our kids. I'm thinking Shruiken maybe? Not entirely sure. But we'll figure it out once that's all settled. But with that said, we are on the first steps of rehabilitating all of Valyria. And I think in 21 years, we'll make Valyria our capital. It gives us time to get all the other stuff out of the way. And then once that is done, it shall be our capital. Ruins. Yeah, the building construction time. Obviously, we'd have to spend the cash to upgrade it to get rid of that. But we'll make it so we can at least get the dragon pit, right? So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave any comments and suggestions and everything else down below. And check everything else out on the channel. And you know what? If you guys have any suggestions for like our titles, right? You know, like, you know, when you're King of the Iron Throne, the Andals of the First Men, and all that, and the Roinar. I think we should have one. We are King and Calagon, the Dragon Slayer, or Ruler of Valyria, Oz Onogar, the Light of Valyria, or something like that. I don't know. The Doomborn. You know, just stuff like that. Let me know any interesting titles, and then at some point I'll incorporate that into his coronation or something. But we'll see. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave any other comments down below. Leave a like if you like. Leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why. And I shall see you all later.